right, just moving on to the latest news break coming in. The Aghadi allies now clearly continue to stand with Uddhav Thackeray. NCP now to hold a meeting with Uddhav Thackeray at 6:30 p.m. In attendance will be Ajit Pawar, Praful Patel, Sharad Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray. Ajit Pawar says still the Sena rebels are still part of the party. The Maha government is in majority. It's a bizarre statement to say the least, but meanwhile, Shinde returned to Guwahati hotel. So Eknath Shinde is back to the Guwahati hotel. We're going to give you visuals coming in from there. We're going to cut across to those. You see Eknath Shinde and the other MLAs inside the lobby of that hotel in Guwahati. He's returned back to the hotel. There was word earlier that he would be coming down to Mumbai with two of his aides, but that's not happening. He's decided to stay put in Guwahati. But what's happening in Mumbai is a rather strange statement, viewers, which has really come out. And Ajit Pawar was being questioned, and when he asked that his government is in minority, understandably, because the kind of numbers from the Shiv Sena that lie with the Eknath Shinde faction, he said that they are still with the Shiv Sena. Interesting, to say the least. Meanwhile, the Aghadi allies, like I said, they have pledged support to Uddhav Thackeray. 6:30 this evening to strategize further is a face-to-face meeting with Sharad Pawar, Praful Patel, Ajit Pawar and Uddhav Thackeray. It's going to be at 6:30 p.m. Meanwhile, these are visuals of Eknath Shinde. You can actually see him there. And his other MLAs. Eknath Shinde was earlier on in the morning. There was indication that he might just be flying to Mumbai, meeting the Deputy Speaker, but not so much. He's returned back to the hotel. He's going to be staying there for a while, is what we are being given to understand. There's also news, viewers, which is developing right now, that there is a no confidence motion that has been put forth against the Deputy Speaker by Eknath Shinde faction. It's all playing according to script. It happened apparently on the 21st of this month. There was no public knowledge of it. Following which, today, two independent MLAs that have sided with the Bharatiya Janata Party have asked that the Deputy CM be removed because he's compromised. It's interesting because the Deputy Speaker has in front of him from the Shiv Sena a demand that 16 of the rebel MLAs be disqualified. Now, as per law, the Deputy Speaker, if there is, or as per a ruling of the Supreme Court in a similar case in Arunachal Pradesh, says if there is a no confidence motion which is already at play, the Deputy Speaker cannot move for disqualification. Is that the reason why the disqualification has not taken place? Lots of questions. This question was also answered by Ajit Pawar. Listen in.
उद्धव ठाकरे जी के पीछे राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी के सब विधायकों ने उनको सपोर्ट देने का, और आज हम चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब को, क्योंकि बीच में उनको कोरोना हुआ था, इसीलिए उनको हमने वहां मिलने के लिए हम गए नहीं थे, लेकिन आज 6:30 बजे पवार साहब, प्रफुल्ल भाई, मैं और जयंत पाटिल उनको मिलने के लिए जा रहे हैं, बात करने के लिए। उनका क्या कहना है, उनका आगे की लाइन ऑफ एक्शन क्या होनी चाहिए?
So Ajit Pawar addressed a press conference just a short while back stating that the NCP stands firmly behind Uddhav Thackeray, that at 6:30 p.m. this evening there is a meeting with Uddhav Thackeray, Sharad Pawar, Praful Patel and himself, Ajit Pawar. Well, this would be the first face-to-face meeting that possibly of all four of them together. Supriya Sule is missing. Let's cut across right now to Aditya Thackeray, who's now stepped out of that huddle which was taking place at the party president meet, district party president meet at the Shiv Sena Bhavan. He's once again flashing the victory sign, waving to the crowd but refusing to address the public. There you have it. Aditya Thackeray leaving the Shiv Sena Bhavan. A lot of cameras were fixed trying to get in a word, because this is the first address, viewers, that Uddhav Thackeray, who joined from and chaired the meeting through video conferencing, tried to boost the morale of the loyalists, saying that they are going to fight to the finish. If 2 days ago it was an emotional appeal to the rebel MLAs, today was an emotional appeal to his own loyalists. where he spoke to them, said he's happy to step down from party presidentship. But he is now in for the long fight. It would be hard, but he might have left Varsha, the Chief Minister's residence, but he's not left his determination to fight it out. Meanwhile, I want to cut across to Guwahati. My colleague Polumi Saha is joining us right outside the hotel where Eknath Shinde. Polumi, ever since rumors went wild that Eknath Shinde would be coming to Mumbai, he's now gone back to the hotel.
That's right, Preeti. Eknath Shinde, in fact, left from the hotel a little past 12:30 this afternoon. Between 12:31 is when he left in one vehicle, almost hiding his face behind the dark windows of the vehicle with an escort car. And after over 3 hours, he's finally returned to Radisson Blu Hotel behind me again with the same escort. Now, at that point of time, of course, we tried to speak to some of the MLAs inside as to where Eknath Shinde had gone. Some of them, of course, pretended like he's with them, which we knew was not the case because we'd seen the vehicle leave, and some, of course, saying that he had gone to the Kamakya temple to seek the blessings of the goddess over there. But then, of course, what we eventually learned is that he was, in fact, in meetings here in the city of Guwahati itself. He'd gone to, this is Radisson Blu Hotel, Preeti, is on the outskirts of the city, so he had gone into the city of Guwahati for some personal meetings. What were these meetings? Of course, we'll try to find out those details about, but the fact is that he spent over 3 hours engaged in those meetings before he returned to Radisson Blu Hotel. So Eknath Shinde is quite busy, of course, engaged in these meetings and trying to strategize his future course of action. In fact, the MLAs inside did tell us also that they were supposed to have at least 2 sets of meetings today. Earlier, one at about 9 a.m. and then something that they slotted at about 12 noon as well, but that did not happen. Eknath Shinde left a little past 12:30, like I said, for some personal meetings, after which he's just returned to Radisson Blu Hotel.